bumibili ng IT equipment, pero are we sure that it's all working, it's all well, etc. So, you brought up a very good point, di ba? Kasi whether you talk about Pag-asa, whether you talk about PBOX, but even if you talk about, let's say, the X-ray machines of di ba, of BOC. Yeah, we in modern days, parang up lang dapat yan, di ba? So meaning if you have 100,000 equipment in the country, dapat isang bukas lang ng minority leader or ng majority leader, ng Speaker of the House or ng Secretary ng app niya. Makikita niya doon na we have 80 X-rays in ganito number of airports, half are not working, di ba?
So, but I've been informed by my staff that Pag-asa submitted what we required.
So may Pag-asa naman pala, Mr. President.
May Pag-asa naman, Mr. President. Actually, yung mga rainfall, I think na-predict naman nila yan. But anyway, that's another agency, Mr. President. So with this, Mr. President, I think although mahirap ito, I think this is more difficult, no? Predicting when earthquake will happen, predicting when volcano will erupt is definitely and scientifically a more difficult undertaking than ano ba yung sa weather? Ano ba tawag sa weather? Meteorology.
Yes.
Meteorological predictions or projections, Mr. President. So, tama po ba? Mas mahirap ito.
Well, very well taken yung observation mo. That's why nga in the bill, pati yung training and seminars, including the workshops with the LGUs and with state universities, kasama dito, pati yung curriculum sa mga bata. Kasi di ba yung basically the 30-second version sa TV is kung may earthquake, saan ka pupunta, anong gagawin mo? But it's much more complicated than that. And the aftershocks or, di ba, yung...
Iba na rin po ngayon kasi a lot of us are living in buildings already. So,
yes,
iba
yes.
na...
And
iba na yun. We really need guidance on what to do.
And if you remember, Mr. President, diba, nung nangyari yung sa Bohol, tapos di ba may umangat nga, di ba? Uplift, tapos usually pagka ganyan na medyo rural din yung area, hindi ganun karaming bahay ang bumabaksak dahil yung iba mas light nga yung materials, pero grabe yung nangyari sa Bohol. But a few months lang after kasi yung super typhoon naman. So nakakalimutan minsan natin eh. Yeah. Di ba yung nangyayari doon? So I mean, the interplay of Pag-asa PBOX but also of NDRRMC and the other agencies are here. So what we're doing with this bill is trying to focus on at least this aspect of potential risk and warning systems, etc. But this is only one part of a bigger puzzle, di ba, of how to keep the Philippines and Filipinos safe.
So with that, Mr. President, we wish the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology all the best in their future work. And I hope this bill works to modernize the agency, especially, but I think we are confident that they will deliver a good job under the able and competent leadership of our Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology, Secretary Solido. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, Minority Leader. Mr. President, can I also acknowledge, please, Senator Subiri, Estrada, Revilla Jr., Tolentino, Mark Villar, Senator Ejercito, Senator Villanueva, and Senate President Escudero, who are also authors of different bills who led to this, and of course, the minority. And of course, Mr. President, we'll be more than happy to even improve this bill more next week if there are any individual amendments. But at this point in time, if the majority leader would assist us, I think there are no more interpellators.
Yeah. Then majority leader.
Not here. Not here ba? Kala ko ang nakalista lang po may rule kasi ang PBOX sa monitoring nila Pag hindi nakalista, hindi na magtatanong yun.
And besides, Mr. President, we don't want to have the good secretary in attendance again for another...
Are there any other interpellators?
Mr. President, I was informed that there are no other member who wishes to interpellate, so I move to close the period of interpellation.
Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we suspend consideration of Senate Bill number 2825. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? There being none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we consider and adopt proposed Senate Resolution 1235. This is the resolution recommending and congratulating Filipina skateboarder Marjeline Vidal for winning the Women's Division Championship at the Red Bull Buenos Aires Conquest held at the University of Buenos Aires Law School on November 9, 2024.
Is there any objection? There being none, motion is approved. The resolution is hereby adopted.
Mr. President, I move that we consider and adopt proposed Senate Resolution number 603. This is the resolution congratulating and commending the national powerlifting team for their stellar performance at the 2023 Asian Equipped Powerlifting Championships in Alappuzha, India.
Is there an objection? There being none, motion is approved. The resolution is hereby adopted.
Mr. President, I move that we consider and adopt proposed Senate Resolution number 1240. This is the resolution congratulating and commending the University of the Philippines Cesar E. A. Virata School of Business team for winning at the Wing Loc Bank International Institute for Business Development International Case Competition held on November 7, 2024 in Zwolle, the Netherlands.
An objection? There being none, motion is approved. The resolution is hereby adopted.
Mr. President, I move that we consider and adopt proposed Senate Resolution number 1241. This is the resolution commending and congratulating the Doho Garage Deftak Green Hills team for winning the medals in the 2024 Sports Jiu-Jitsu International Federation World Championships held in Nagoya, Japan. I so move, Mr.
An
President.
objection? There being none, motion is approved. The resolution is hereby adopted.
Mr. President, I move to elect, as part of other administrative matters, Mr. President, I move to elect Senator Robin Hood Padilla as member of the Committee on Economic Affairs, Vice Senator Ramon Bong Revilla. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, pursuant to Section 18 of the Rules of the Senate and upon instruction of the Chairperson of the Committee on Civil Service, Government Organization, and Professional Regulation, Senator Revilla Jr., I manifest the creation of a subcommittee to deliberate the following measures: amending Republic Act 9293 or the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994. House Bill number 9979, Senate Bill number 2830, Senate Bill number 2840, and Senate Bill number 2884, and such other bills which may be referred to the Committee on Civil Service, Government Organization, Professional Regulation covering the same topic, with Senator Sherwin Gatchalian as chairperson. So manifest, Mr. President.
The manifestation is hereby noted.
Mr. President, Mr. President, I, with the consent of the body and with the conformity of Senators Bongo and Pimentel, I move to transfer the primary committee referral of Senate Bill number 371, the Bill on Comprehensive and Responsive Civil Registration and Vital Statistics Act, from the Committee on Health and Demography to the Committee on Justice and Human Rights, while retaining its secondary committee referral to the Committee on Finance. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there an objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Yermoa.
1 minute suspension, Mr. President.
Mga journey, suspend ka pa. Suspend. Session suspended.